Hi, it's Jeremy. Here is a tutorial about Squonk and Simpliciter. So what I did is I have Squonk here and I have Simpliciter here. I found a female vocal sample on freesound.org and just loaded that into Simpliciter just on the right click menu here, open WAV file. So then what we can do is we can have Squonk play back various slices and various repeats and kind of like mash it up or glitch it up, whatever you want to call it, rearrange it, and then we can make it not really sound like the original as closely. So what it is here's what it sounds like.
11th floor.
Just different elevator
12th
sounds.
floor. Doors opening. Going up.
Okay, so let's lower
Doors
that down.
closing. Going down.
So what we're going to do is
First
connect the clock to
floor.
Squonk,
2nd floor.
start the
3rd
sequencer.
floor. 4th floor.
So
5th floor.
what I want to
6th
do
floor.
is
7th
trigger
floor.
the
8th floor.
slices based on
9th
at the
floor.
peaks of the sample. You
10th
could do
floor.
you could connect to
11th
this
floor.
position knob,
12th floor.
but what I want to
Doors
do is
opening.
actually hit on the
Going up.
the slices,
Doors
the
closing.
peaks of the sample.
Going
So
down.
what you can do is
1st floor.
open up this menu.
2nd floor.
You have to right click on the actual
3rd
sample
floor.
and you can change the threshold, and you can see in the background the lines
5th
changing.
floor. 6th floor. 7th floor.
Change the distance between
8th
them.
floor.
So what we've just done
9th
is
floor.
change what slices,
10th
how the
floor.
sample is sliced.
11th floor. 12th
So now that we have that, we can turn
Doors
on
opening.
the grid. You could
Going
either
up.
use a standard grid, just divide it up into a
12th
certain
floor.
number of divisions,
10th floor.
or you can use those
11th
peaks that
floor.
we just
Flit,
set
flit,
up.
flit, 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 flit,
So
flit,
now
flit, 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 flit,
you can
flit,
hear
flit,
it's
flit,
stuck
flit, 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 flit,
on a
flit,
certain
flit,
sample.
flit, 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 flit,
So in
flit,
order to
flit,
get that to
flit,
change,
flit, flit, flit,
we could
flit,
use this
flit,
selection.
ding, 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 flick, 3rd floor. 4th floor.
And then what you can do is control that selection by one of the CV columns in Squonk. So another handy thing in Squonk is the right click menu. You can choose to randomize all these things. Whatever's checked is randomized. So let's turn off mode, which is this mode column, which we don't really need. Let's turn off the multiplier so that it's always 0 to 10 volts in column A. And let's turn off the direction, and let's just randomize all of these columns, so A, B, C, D, E, and the repetitions. And we'll use the repetitions in a minute. So let me hit randomize, and now it's jumping to different samples. Let's increase the clock rate so it happens faster. And also what it's doing is it's playing through that and looping, because this loop is on over here. But what we can do is have it re-trigger each slice based on the repeat column, which would happen from the trigger output here. So because a lot of these repeats are really high, it sounds very different. So we can slow down the clock, or we could randomize again. And then what we can do is take another column, like column B, we'll use that CV output, and we'll pass it into the CV for the varispeed over here. So let's turn that up. So what we also could do is lower this down to -1. Should play it in reverse. And then, if you get, let's see, let's actually use column D, which is column D and E are -5 to +5 because of this +5 or ×5 multiplier. So let's move that to D, and let's use A, B, and C columns in Squonk to change the sample so we don't have this repetitive 12-step sequence only. So what you can do is take this off here, off the select, pass it to the input of the sequential switch, and then take column B and go to the second step, which is sequential switch. Column C here, and the output of that to there, to the select the slice. And then in order to change the switch, we can take the last step and pass that to the clock. So every time it gets to the end of the 12 steps, it will go to B, and then it'll go end of the 12 steps, and it'll go to column C. So then it won't be the same boring sequence, same 12-step boring sequence. Another thing that I noticed while trying this out was that you can scale this CV to a wider range so that it affects the vary speed more. Do that and set this scale to 2 times. It'll jump a further distance in pitch and direction. We can turn the clock back up. And we can randomize this again. Maybe we take the threshold, turn it back up. Turn the distance back up. And then maybe what we do is take a different sample. Maybe we turn off the peaks and use the grid. I think that's about it. Thanks.